Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday, July 3rd, your transformational motivational moment with moi, Susan Lazar Hart, creator of the Congruent Living Method and the Congruent Living Academy, and so thrilled to be with you here. It's a full moon today. Lots going on the planet, lots of light beings, lots of shifts, lots of changes, lots of hints and signs to now is the time to do the inner work. So we're going to dive right in. This is our summer series, and a part of our summer series for July. It's about doing the inner work. So we're going to start right at the beginning. This is welcome all you beginners. Welcome all of you that have never been here before. Welcome all of you that are drawn to be here. And please come in with your questions right now while we're here in real time, and I will respond. Hey, Anne-Marie, welcome, welcome. As you pop in, tell us where you're from. We have an international community. And if you pop in later, hashtag replay and pop in your questions as well. You know, I check in every day. So let's get started. Inner work, what is it? What is it that you're talking about? Well, it's all about self-reflection, awareness, and personal transformation. So picture it as peeling back the layers of conditionings, of beliefs, of emotions to discover who you truly be. So through inner work, you'll notice, for those of you who are doing the work and those of you who are saying, well, what is this? I'm kind of curious, Susan. What do I get out of it? Well, you'll gain a deeper understanding of your thoughts, your emotions, the patterns that you have, the belief systems, and it will lead to greater self-awareness and personal fulfillment. So the phrase inner work might initially deter some people because it conjures up therapy or mystic trances or hypnotism. It's the thought of doing one's work on one's personality and psyche might be a little tough for someone or some people, but forget about it, right? This is about you discovering more of you. So let's participate in this journey together. Inner work is frequently overlooked in our daily lives because it's you get up, the alarm clock goes, it's got to do this. You wake up with yesterday's to-do list on tomorrow's I gotta list, right? It's often easier to evaluate ourselves physically. You know, we get that feedback every time you're standing in the grocery line and you see all these magazines, or you're on Facebook and it's 10 ways to cure your this, or 3 ways to look like that, or I know now there's this whole thing with like, do you have belly fat here or here? Or I mean, it's just like constant barrage of what do you look like? What are you doing? You know, what's your outside world look like? Well, what we're going to do is take you into your inner world, because the truth is it all starts from the inside out. You know, no matter what you accomplish or create on the outside, if you're not in line energetically, if your values don't match and encourage the growth in what you're asking to create, you'll notice you're out of alignment. You're not congruent. So doing the inner work is about attaining that congruence. And at its core, it's the process of getting to know yourself. And that's the power of self-reflection. So doing the inner work, it's a form of introspective self-care. Again, we're taught about self-care. We're taught about what we should smell like or look like or walk like or talk like. And how do you do that? No. This is about being present. Yeah. Get that sense of that space. Yeah. Being present and letting go. Hey, Rosanna, good morning from Michigan. Letting go of all those harmful attachments, those habits, you know, the way we throw ourselves away. So now is the time. Again, let's take advantage of being together for the next 4 weeks in this series of doing the inner work. So our first part 1 has to do with self-reflection and awareness. So the power of self-reflection, it's all about personal growth. It involves taking time for you to consciously explore your thoughts and emotions and behaviors, which can lead to a deeper understanding of yourself and positive change. Now, I'm going to say that again. It's about exploring your thoughts, not somebody else's. Your emotions, how am I reacting here? Does this add to my life and living? Your behavior, how am I behaving? Right? And so again, if you're not congruent with your hopes, your dreams, your desires, that sense of what creating a life you love, if you notice that, then this is the time to do the inner work. Now, I started playing with this as a contribution to congruent living for this transformational motivational moment series when I was in bed for about 2 weeks after my hip surgery, and I started to really delve into, closing off all the noise and the hubris and just taking this as a gift, this 2 weeks as a gift to myself, to actually create greater, more of who I truly be, and really being in aligned with that, with everything I choose. So the benefits of inner work, it's improved self-awareness. So self-reflection comes from you becoming more aware of your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your insights, your actions, what gives you those insights, who you are, and what drives you. With this, you'll get with more doing the inner work and more aware of what your self-awareness is, you'll get clarity and direction. So by reflecting on your experiences, again, it's about self-reflection. It's not about anybody else's point of view about what you should be doing or how you should be doing. This is your one true and precious life. This is your time for you right now. Right? It will give you insights into who you be and what actually drives you. Now, what drives you is not, has nothing to do with the outside world. What drives you could be actually in alignment with your values. It could be curiosity, could be compassion, could be opening up to your heart and letting your heart lead you in a way that aligns with your values. So by reflecting on your experiences, you can gain clarity on your targets, your values, the steps you need to create and creating a life you love. And how do we get that? By being present. And we're going to go into that more. So what's another benefit? Well, boosted confidence. There's a happiness that kind of comes out like a fountain of joy when you start to understand yourself better. There's less criticism. There's less self-judgment. It's more like, oh, now I get that. I get where that's coming from. Cool. So with this understanding yourself better, you increase your self-confidence, your self-acceptance, and allow yourself to embark and embrace your strengths, embark on your journey of who you came here to be. And it allows you to actually work from the inside out on areas that aren't aligned and are aligned, letting go of what's not aligned and actually appreciating what is aligned. So once again, developing your self-awareness, doing the inner work, it's a foundational step in personal growth. So as a beginner mind, you might call it, there are simple techniques and practices that you can explore to cultivate self-awareness and better understand yourself. What are the benefits of that? Well, we're going to be talking a little bit more about something we call emotional intelligence, which is a self-awareness that enhances your emotion, how you are with your emotions, right? Allowing you to better understand and manage those, as well as empathy with others. It improves your relationships by becoming more self-aware. You will communicate more effectively. You'll empathize with others' perspectives and build healthier relationships. By getting to know yourself better, your self-awareness with personal growth will provide a platform for everything that you're asking to create. Because what happens, and what I found over these years of working with transformational mindset coaching, is the more I work with my clients, the more I understand myself. The more we work with the Congruent Living Academy, the more we all get a greater sense of, oh, that's the why. Right? Not what is my why, but that's the why. So once you get a sense of, oh, that. Now how do you get that? From a place of non-judgment, from a place of space, giving yourself the space to actually be present with what is being created in your life. Even before that, taking the time for you, for that quiet, to identify your strengths, to identify areas where you're actually enjoy those areas. So I'm going to give you a practical exercise that I do every day. And I'm going to share that with you because it really enhances you on this road to self-discovery. So set aside a few minutes each day for quiet reflection. Now, I know it sounds, for some people, they're saying, Susan, I can't do that. I, got babies, kids, whatever, my job, I got to get up, the alarm goes off. Set aside, make it a commitment. Set aside a moment for rest. Now, for myself, that I do that at the beginning of the day. I make sure I get up a little earlier, so the house is quiet, and I find that spot, and I start with my breath, and I just listen to my breath, take big breaths in, big breaths out, and I make sure that I have a journal or a pad of paper by my side. So what I would ask you to do is take a moment to pause at any part in your day that works for you. For me, again, how I start my day is how my day begins. So take a moment, close your eyes, and connect with your inner self. And then ask yourself, what do I need to know or understand today? Now, when I ask that question, I ask it of my guides as well. Sometimes I'll ask my soul guide. Sometimes I'll just say, guides, what do I need to understand today? And I'm just present with that as I listen to my breath. And I trust my intuition. And I listen to the whispers from my heart. So it's about being present, taking a few minutes. Sometimes I'll do it with a guided meditation. I often enjoy that. There's several guided meditations, and I have one for you that I'm going to be offering you at the end of today. Hey, Tricia, welcome, welcome. During this time together, I'll be creating a new guided meditation every week, because my target here is to encourage you to just take time for you. Take time to be present. Yeah. Just being in this space, there's more. So what do I need to know or understand today? Sometimes the answers that we seek are already within us, waiting to be discovered. Well, always. Remember to approach this with an open mind and a willingness to receive insights from within. And just asking this one question, what is it my guides are asking me to know today? As you begin your day, asked every day, will change your life. Now, be with that question. Just be with it. If you're doing a guided meditation, which I often do, I'll listen to the guided meditation, then I'll pull out my journal and pad and I'll ask that question. What are my guides asking me to know today? What are my guides asking to come through me today? Because remember, we're not alone. We're not alone. We're part of a series of energetic seeds that are all connected. We're a monad, part of 122 other monads that make us up who we be. We're connected. We're connected. Put your hand on a tree. You connect to the energy. We're connected. Somebody asked me today, are we going to get any more dogs? We've always had dogs, and our last dog passed away, I guess, at COVID time. And I said, no. I said, she said, don't you miss having a pet? I said, actually, I sit outside and I listen to the birds and I connect to them. Why would I need another pet? And not in a negative way. I love having dogs and cats and birds and horses and all of that. Right now, this time in our lives, it's not a kindness. As we might, this pet might live past where we live, past the stages of where we can be present with this pet. But the point being, a butterfly sat and had a chat with me on my leg the other day for about 10 minutes. There's birds out here that I listen to and connect with. There's so much around to connect with. The thing is, if you're not willing to be quiet and present, you're going to miss those conversations that are here for us. So you've listened to your guided meditation, you pick up your pen, your paper, your pad, your journal, and you just wait for the voice to come through you and ask that one question. All right, what do my guides want me to know today? Now, write whatever comes up. I call this the one-page miracle because it's so powerful that it can make a dramatic difference in your life. Now, here's the thing that I would request of you. Do not do this exercise in your head. You must write it down because the act of writing down increases a greater connection between your thinking self and your spiritual soul, between your thinking self and your guides, between your thinking self and the archangels that are here to contribute to you. And it makes it appear where if it was just in your head, you end up doing a little mind, well, a little mind fuck, right? Because you end up following down the path where that thought is going rather than let it start to write through you. So once again, begin with a short daily reflection practice and gradually increase that time as you become more comfortable. Be open-minded. This is about approaching self-reflection with curiosity and non-judgment, and embrace whatever comes up, right? Let the thoughts go, let the feelings go, embrace whatever comes up. If there's a huge negativity that comes up, you can ask yourself, is this true? Is this true right now? Like I'll often have these things that come up that are just totally distractive in my head. And then I'll stop and say, is this true now? Does this add to my life and living? Am I behaving in a way that's making this true? Am I behaving in a way that's making this true? Do you see when you're willing to ask yourself that question, you give yourself large S to actually be who you be right now, not who you were? Being present, right? Above all, consistency will help you reap the benefits of writing down. What are my guides asking me to know today? So be gentle with yourself. Recognize that understanding your thoughts and your emotions and your patterns take time. Approach this process with self-compassion and patience. And above all, find a quiet place to be in. No matter where or what you're doing, find a quiet place to be in every day. Because a fundamental element of inner work is being present with you. And it's very difficult to be present with the music on and the phone going and the radio on. And, you know, you're listening with one ear. We were taught to multitask. We did that really well, right? So while I'm writing this, I'm going to listen to the radio and put the TV on in case I'm missing something or whatever that is for you. You see how it just keeps going. Well, where are you in all of that? Just because you can doesn't mean it creates anything greater. So, a fundamental element of inner work is finding that space for you to be quiet. Maybe it's walking in the woods. For some people, it's kneading bread. Other people, it's just, you know, being present with an animal that they love. Whatever that is for you. Clear your mind, attain a peaceful state. It's important to shut out all the external distractions. Again, this includes turning off the TVs, cell phones, other devices, get away from loud noises, noisy neighbors, anything, right? Find a place of solitude in your home, whatever your home is for you. Your home could be the forest, right? It's inner work begins with a journey of self-discovery that allows you to look honestly and objectively at who you be and who you came here to be. So, once again, there could be highs and lows along the way. There will be, but please don't give up. Let's have these 4 weeks together and see what we can change. So many have found this process to be freeing and rewarding and even life-changing. And what if that could be you? You might find that the results are well worth you investing in that time and space for you. So set aside some time every day. Could be 10 minutes, could be 5 minutes, whatever that is, to focus on you, to invest in you, to be present with you. Now is the time to do that deep inner work, right? Now is the time. And if you say to yourself, well, Susan, I don't have time, I would beg to differ. What are 10 minutes out of your day? What if that could create something totally greater than you ever thought was possible that emanates from with you? Remember, the light doesn't come from the outside in, it comes from the inside out. And that's what I'm asking you to play with self-reflection and awareness today in our transformational motivational moments. Now, any questions on this, anything popping for you, just pop them in and I will respond. While I'm waiting for that, thank you all who have joined me. If you're interested in, if you would love to dive in, I've created a meditation. I will be creating a new one every week. If that's what you would like, just put yes, please, and we'll be sending that to you. I'll message you and ask you probably for your email if I don't have it, and then my team, because I'm not a techie, will be sending that to you with joy. It's my gift to you. Because one of the things that I know for sure, years ago, I was part of a modality that just poo-pooed meditation. And Marie says, yes, please. Yeah. And share this with your friends, please. Let them know that this is tag a friend who you know is on in our Congruent Living Facebook. Let them know that this is an offer and I will let people know as well. That said, oh, meditation, my mind goes here and there and everywhere. Whatever that is for you, you might find that you already are meditating. It could be when you have a shower, right? Meditation, yes, absolutely, says Trisha. I'm absolutely, yes, says Rosanna. Please send them the meditation. You know, when you're quiet with you, when you're just enjoying that spray of under a shower, or, you know, I remember just at horseback riding in Costa Rica and just whipping off all my clothes and diving into a river, that being present with you, where there is nothing else in the world except all of that being, that bright light that you truly be. That's what I'm asking you to delve into with me as we do the inner work. So I don't see any questions. I would love you and leave you. Again, if you're listening to this later, #replay. If you're looking to receive the meditation for this week, we will be sending it to you. Just let me know. Say yes, please, meditation. And have an amazing day. Enjoy this full moon. There's so much shifting and changing. Let's ride this all together. Because you know what they say, when two or more are gathered, there just is more of us. Connecting, interchanging, being joyful, dancing and playing. So I love you. I will leave you. Till next Monday, live boldly, love greatly, and be that fearless leader you came here to be. Right? That starseed who came to this world to show this different possibility that you know to be true for you. Share the love. I adore you all. Thank you.